What's up, everyone? Welcome to the 2023 Smashies, our first ever end of the year award show to share with you what games our community voted for and which are the best. I'm Dan Morris, and I'll be your host for this event. Joining me are my co-hosts, Nick McKay and Jake Brown.
Suit up!
Suit up! That's right.
Everybody looking snazzy tonight. Look at this.
Yeah,
We're coming out.
Drag this out of
With
the
a red
back of my
carpet.
closet.
Coming down the red carpet, getting all smashy for the Smashies.
Real question
Smashies for the
is,
Smashies.
everybody's in their boxers, right?
I mean,
No,
this is on top.
Oh,
party downstairs.
yeah. Okay.
What's up? All right. So this is the event you've all been waiting for. You don't care about the Game Awards. You don't care about the BAFTAs, but you freaking care for the CouchSoup Game Awards, the Smashies. This is why you are existing. This is why you breathe.
This is why we're here. This is what we do. Celebrate all games in every shape and form.
And this short show will only be 3.5 hours long.
This very tightly well-woven masterpiece of entertainment is only 3.5 hours long.
Brought to you by Lego Fortnite. Roll it!
What do we say we get onto some awards, guys?
Let's do it!
We do have some fun stuff already prepared for you guys tonight, but we're going to get right into it, and we're going to talk about the best games of the year. And a hell of a year it's been. And to kick us off, the first award we're doing tonight is the best remaster or remake. And the nominees are... And the winner for Best Remake Remaster is... Resident Evil 4!
Whoa, yeah!
No, I actually love this game, and I'm very happy for this. Yeah.
I still need to play it. Now I need to play it more than
So do
ever.
I.
You owe Nick Apostolitis an apology.
I do. Sorry, Nick.
Let's move on to our next sweet award, presented by...
Me! So, as Dan said, 2023 has been a monumental year for gaming. There's been some terrific titles this year, but not unlike every other year, there's also been some really bad titles. There's been some pretty shockingly bad games. But today we're going to be talking about games that were the most disappointing of the year. Not necessarily bad games, but games that just didn't live up to the hype or games that just kind of didn't hit the mark. And the nominees for most disappointing game are... The winner for most disappointing game of the year is The Day Before.
Woo! Yeah!
I mean,
Wait, are we celebrating?
Are we celebrating that?
I mean, a lot of people got gypped. A lot of people got gypped. I mean,
we'll just say unlucky, guys.
Booyah, sting.
You drew
Dude, that game's got
a
so
bad
much
line.
hate. I saw so many people posting like tweets and YouTube videos saying like calling it like the scam before and like
Yeah.
so many things. Shame. I feel bad for that studio because they
I mean-
closed down as well.
I will take their award on behalf of them.
I'm here
They shouldn't be here to
for.
accept
Here is
it,
this
so
wooden spoon.
I have my very own Smashy now. I will accept it on behalf.
There you go. It's a wooden spoon. You can add it to your spoon
We
collection.
need to do that. We need to like deliver them a
That's it.
Smash Award for most disappointing game. The
Sorry,
hype around that
guys.
game too
It's
is so palpable for a long time. Like I've been following this game for
I
years.
was so excited.
We've talked about this game in the past too. How we thought
We
it was
have.
a fake game, and
It was one of the
Turns out
games
you were
where
right.
it looked so promising and so cool if you're a
Oh,
fan of like The
dude.
Last of Us, and then to be
Mhm.
utterly screwed over like that, it just
That's what I thought. I thought it was going to be like an MMO Last of Us. I was like, how did I'm so on board for this? And
I
then,
mean, Last of Us type games have just not been good.
then let's
recently.
add on to that now that the Last of Us multiplayer game got canceled. So
Exactly.
Oh.
So like, if you're a Last of Us fan, it's not looking good until January, until you can get that remaster of the remastered original remaster. So that's all I got to say about that.
all the disappointments.
Moving swiftly along.
So, moving along, our next award goes to the best RPG game of the year. So quick sidebar for you guys. What is an RPG game? How do you define an RPG game? Because if you really think about it, just about any game is really an RPG game.
That's definitely gotten real muddled in the recent years because I actually was just reading about this, how almost every game in the world now implements RPG mechanics in some form or fashion.
Mm.
So it's like it's muddy, but when you think of traditionally role-playing games, it's like you look for specific factors of either like turn-based, like a JRPG game, or a traditional like the computer RPGs, or games where your character levels up and earns experience points, and your stats increase little monument incremental bits. So like those are when a game has all of those aspects, more than just when you shoot things, it dies and you get a little number that pops up.
What is your role? I power wash houses.
Level up.
Okay. All right.
Ding.
Okay, so now that we've defined what an RPG game is, the nominees for the best RPG game is and the winner for the best RPG game of the year is, pause for dramatic suspense, Baldur's Gate 3. Who did not see that coming?
Oh, what a shock.
What?
I didn't,
Shock.
guys. I thought it was going to be Power Wash Simulator.
Damn it.
Yeah,
It's always
I mean,
next- there's always
the
next year.
game, the game has definitely found a lot of success after coming out. I need to play it. It just dropped on the Xbox,
Mhm.
so maybe over the holidays I might pick it up and see what all the fuss is about.
I am
Because
seeing.
Yeah,
all
I
the
mean,
fuss.
in terms of the category of best RPG game, I mean, Baldur's Gate is a TT RPG
Mm.
type of game. So I mean, it's like the most kind of RPG game that there really is on the market for 2023. So it does make sense, and it
Yeah.
is. I mean, it is a pretty good game. It's okay, I guess.
It's quite literally playing D&D in a video game. Absolutely.
How would you say that?
The best dinned.
I am the bestest
The best
dinned player
best
there is.
end.
All right, now it's time for a short break. And over this break, we're going to give a little love to one of our favorite, most cuddliest cast members of Screen Smash. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Louie, and I don't like anything that's good for any reason whatsoever. No, don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. Hi.
And Louis.
Huh?
Always doing visual gags, Louis. Hi, Louis Reza.
Oh! Dog.
Louis Reza.
Hi. Hi.
Louis Reza.
Ah!
Louis Reza.
Yeah,
Louis Reza. Louis Reza.
I.
Louis Reza.
When he said people, I'm people.
Louis Reza.
Ah,
Have the ever lovely bunch of coconuts, Louis Reza.
coconut.
Louis Reza. And I have Louis Reza.
Hakujin.
We have Louis Reza.
Yappa!
Louis P. Louis Reza.
Bark! Damn it!
Damn.
I just shut up and sang stuff.
Didn't that just warm your cockles? It did mine.
Cockles.
Cockles?
Cockles. Like Nick was like, that's not a word in South Africa.
Is that a word Louis would use?
Is that a word in anywhere?
Maybe New York?
Some guy in Liechtenstein is like, I know what a cockles is.
I personally love anytime Louis is on an episode with us because you never know what sound he's going to make. So it's definitely hard to keep a straight face whenever he gets the ball thrown to him for the intro.
Rip all of our earballs and our headphones for all the time. He's just blown out everything.
So
But he's always been so great. He brings so much energy to every episode, and it's always so great to see him go off on like an ADHD tangent, and it's great, man. We love you, Louis.
And then I've got to rein you back in, Louis. Like Louis. We got it. We're good.
We're gonna throw you a smashie, whatever you want.
Louis gets stone smash.
Or you get a smashie for whatever you want it to be. All right, buddy.
And you get to choose. You can smash or pass.
Choose. Smash
or pass.
award goes to Louis Reza. I don't want to hear that sound.
Louis Reza.
That's the Louis.
Oh man.
All right, moving on to our next category. We have the award for Best Ongoing Multiplayer Game. Now, the criteria for this is essentially a game that has got some kind of ongoing multiplayer game sort of features. Like it's still a game you can play online, and it's been doing crazy cool stuff. There's a lot of games that have been released a while ago that are still active, and they're still introducing new stuff and new ways to play the game, and supporting the community and the servers and the players and everything. So it's great to see these games and what they are doing for their communities and for their player base. So the award for Best Ongoing Multiplayer Game, the nominees, for this award are and the award goes to Fortnite.
Oh yes, let's.
Let's go.
Roll that
Play
Fortnite
it now
promo.
to see.
Yeah,
Play it
Lego,
now
Lego
to see
Fortnite.
Snake's ass, Snake's booty.
The worst version of Snake's ass.
Lego Fortnite. There's a game inside Fortnite.
I have to admit that like Fortnite
Rocket
continues to
League.
impress me as much as like I initially like hated the transition and what it became, and like it was so massively popular, and I had that like it's too popular, it's not cool for me anymore. But yeah, they keep doing cool things and iterating on the game that I can't deny that they're really just crushing it.
I picked it up, I think, the first time when it went into like season 4. So I think it had been out for like a year already. And I gotta say, like, I'd never really played the game solo, but I played with my work friends like every night. Like we'd be at work and we'd be talking about the games the night before, and we'd be saying like when we leave work, be like, "What time are you going online tonight?" You know, to like keep playing it. And unfortunately, I don't play games with those friends anymore. But it was so great just to keep playing like every night and be able to stay in touch with those friends. And even now, when I play with other friends that play Fortnite, like it's still such a fun experience. They keep adding new things. I think a highlight needs to go out for the OG season where they brought back like the original map and like all those things. Because I hadn't played the game in a long time, and I came back when the OG season was going, and I was like, hey, I remember all this stuff, and it was cool to like jump back into like Risky Reels. And
shout out to Pleasant Park.
Pleasant Park. Tilted
I
Towers.
just keep thinking of like OG for me is like the original game that was Fortnite.
Oh, the Save the World.
Save the World.
Save
that
the
wasn't
World.
Battle Royale.
Which nobody played. Nobody played.
Yeah, no, I definitely, I started when it first came out. I played with buddies back when they had like the random characters. They didn't have no licensed characters. They didn't have anything. I got this cool looking dude with like a mohawk and an eye patch. I called him Solid Jake, and I was like, that is my dude. And then
Jake, always making his own narratives in every game he plays.
Always. That's the best way. That's the best way to have fun.
It's the beauty of video games.
No, but like as the season went on, you know, we took a break off. Me and my friends came back right after the Marvel season, which I wish I would have came back on the Marvel season.
That was a good one.
But I came back right after that, and I've been hooked since. It's such a great game. A lot of respect that it's been relevant since its release. And the fact now that it's almost becoming like a gaming hub instead of just like one game, because now you have like 5 games essentially. You have the original Save the World, you have Fortnite Battle Royale, you have the racing, you have Lego, and then you have like the Guitar Hero. Like that's crazy to think about. You have 5 games in one hub essentially.
And I mean, they've done a lot of like cool community events. I mean, I remember that Travis Scott concert.
Yes.
That they did a while ago. That was really cool. So there's like a lot of stuff that's just always happening. And I mean, all the licensed characters that are in the game now is just like ludicrous.
You know, and then, you know, it's fun teaming up with 10-year-olds. I don't know.
Nothing quite like a 10-year-old's rage.
Nothing like a 10-year-old. I mean, I miss the days on Call of Duty when there were 10-year-olds.
I can think of plenty of online games that I've played where you get that random like, oh, you're such a noob. You know, like what the hell?
You're such a hacker.
Like,
oh man,
all right.
You hack modern. You hacker. That was my little brother growing up. So there's been so many great action games this year. It honestly, like it brings me back to the days with some of these nominations coming up. It brings me back to the days of like missing games like Arkham Asylum. That kind of feels like those years. Anyway. This is the games that do the best beat 'em up pals, you know, all the good left
best button smashies.
The press
button smashies.
Right hook, left trigger to block, select to call Colonel. I don't know what I'm doing. And the nominees for best action game are best action game goes to Marvel Spider-Man 2. Oh,
Cool.
man, that's it. Love it.
Web wings.
Web wings.
Web wings.
Love the web wings. All the web wings. The
Very,
one
very
thing I was
well
very
deserved. Very
curious
good.
about
Very good.
when that game came out, when we had our spoiler talk or whatever, or what to expect before the game came out, that was definitely one of the ones I was very eager on seeing how it played. Very, very happy with the web wings. I know when Ian was on here and we had the whole issue on
Fast travel.
Who the fuck fast travels in this game? Like,
Who the fast travel?
Who uses fast travel? This
I'm
guy
like-
sometimes when I need to get places.
When I'm trying to trophy hunt and I just want to get the fuck to where I need to go.
Yeah, it was a very amazing game. Other than Marvel Spider-Man 2, everything else on that list, great games as well. No, I mean,
I want to
I'm
give some
happy.
love to Wolong because that's mine.
Wolong.
I-
Wolong.
I personally love that game, and it's from one of my favorite dev teams. They made games like Neo and Ninja Gaiden, and just like I love that game. It's a lot of fun. I've played a lot of that game. It's good.
But it's no Spider-Man 2.
It's no Spooderman.
I'm still playing Wolong. I'm not playing Spider-Man anymore.
Nobody can thwip like that guy can, man. Dude. Oh. Spooderman. Win an action game of the year. Ooh, yes,
Spider-Man.
Here's Smashies.
Now it's time for a musical guest.
Musical number.
Musical number by Dan.
Time to move on to the funniest game of the year, which I don't think anyone's ever seen that category before, but we did. The funniest game of the year nominees are the winner is Jackbox.
Jackbox. The game where you could be as funny or a little funny as possible.
It's up to you to make the game funny.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, Jackbox can be a very boring game depending on who you play with.
It's like you got to choose your company wisely when you play Jackbox, or else it's going to be like if you try to play Cards Against Humanity with somebody that isn't
Oh.
doesn't have a good
I
sense of humor.
I played Cards Against Humanity with my mother before, and she chose like the most politically correct answers. I was like, "This is not fun. This is not fun at all."
I can.
Show some love though. Have any of you guys actually played like the Jackbox games?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was going to shout out, and I want to share one of my fondest memories of Jackbox and give a little love to some of the folks that I've played that with. One of my fondest memories of Jackbox comes in the form of one simple acronym, and that's JMT. The game literally gave us the letters JMT and said, "You need to decide what these letters stand for." And I won with Jiggle My Titties.
I knew it. I knew it.
Cass, if you listen to this,
Jiggle
my
my
favorite-
titties.
my favorite game to play on the Jackbox games, because there's like a freaking million games. That's what I love about it. I love the T-shirt one where you draw your own T-shirt and you do the captions with it. Oh man, dude! And the fact that you can buy those T-shirts on their website.
Ah,
Oh, that is
I didn't know they had
That
that.
is
Yeah, no,
cool.
you can, because at the end of the thing, it gives you a link, and you can go to it. You can see everybody's drawing from like the winners to the people who didn't win it, and you can buy and order that T-shirt. I was like, that is scary. That is a
You
very
need to go
scary
in and
bold
draw a
move.
T-shirt that says nuclear turrets and get it printed.
Nuclear
Yeah.
turn.
Nuclear
Oh, yeah.
weapons.
All right, everybody. Time to shift gears because now we're going to slow down. We're going to take a moment and we're going to show a little love and appreciation to all of the wonderful guests that we've had on Screen Smash over this year. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Thank you to all of the wonderful guests and your time that you've shared with us over this year of Screen Smash. We very much appreciate all of your time and being with us and sharing in the lovely memories and the member berries.
The member berries. I love
The
it.
member
Member
berries.
berries.
We had some great guests on, man, and it's great.
Yeah.
I really hope we can definitely have them on again in the future.
Yes.
I mean, even like who's the other one we were just talking about? Nick. He wasn't in the video because it was a podcast only, but you know, lots of love to him as well for being a guest.
Heck yeah, absolutely. And I hope to reach out and keep in touch with everyone. And everyone that has been a guest on the show is always welcome back. We definitely have a few people lined up for some fun stuff in the future. And you'll have to stick around and see.
So moving on to the next category, we have the best co-op game. So it's a little bit different to multiplayer. Multiplayer generally is just playing with other people against other people. This is a game, or these are games that are co-op where you play with friends or with your significant other or your brother, sister, mom, granny. You can play with anyone really, and these games really epitomized what it means to play games with somebody, whether on the couch or online, and doing the experience together and making that a fun thing. I've always been a huge fan of co-op games. I think co-op is the coolest thing. Huge fan of it. So these games all have a special place in my heart in terms of that gameplay. So here are the nominees for the best co-op game. And the winner for best co-op game this year is Super Mario Brothers Wonder.
Oh snap!
What?
Nerd.
It's pretty awesome. Like I didn't expect Super Mario Brothers Wonder to win this, but I'm actually pretty happy with that because I've been very much enjoying that game, and it's kind of like perfect multiplayer, like co-op mode, because they did away with some of the stuff they were doing in the old Mario games that kind of sucked, like being able to like hit each other because you could like screw you and like jump off a friend's head and just shoot them down a hole. And it's like fuck you.
I think that, like I've always thought that like Mario Brothers is like a perennial favorite for an award like this
Mhm.
because if I think about co-op games and couch co-op games, like one of the first games that springs to mind is Mario Brothers because I remember having Super Mario Brothers on the Wii and you could play that like co-op and I freaking love playing that with my sister and it was so cool. And then there's games like Mario Kart, which I suppose is not really co-op, that's more playing against each other, but then there's things like Mario Party, which is always super fun. And there's Mario Brothers just seems like the perfect kind of thing for that. It's like a very much sort of like put the game in,
beating out some
sit your
tough
family
contenders.
down and yeah, definitely some tough
Very,
contenders.
very,
but
very impressive. Great family
but
game.
you
And I
go,
think at the end
Mario.
of the day, it's, I mean, like,
Oh, it's perfect.
when I think of co-op, like I think who am I having the most fun with? Like people I love inside my house and stuff like that. Like Mario's a perfect contender for that.
Yeah,
So,
and
like,
I play Mario
absolutely.
Wonder with my 6-year-old, and it's just giggling the whole time, pretty much playing that game. So
he's a plumber jumping down sewers.
well, they put a lot of fun silliness in there that just like it tickles my 6-year-old's funny bone pretty good, and it just turns into like,
Question
constant
for you
giggle.
is, how many times was Peaches sung while you played?
Thankfully, none. But she always goes, "I'm gonna be Peaches," and it's like, all right, but her name's not Peaches.
I was gonna say, I mean, Mario's like really endured.
I don't
like, the
indulge
test
my
of time.
child like that.
It's always like Mario Brothers is always endured because like it always remains relevant, whether it's a new game coming out or them releasing like the the Mario Brothers movie, which I still haven't seen it, but apparently it's really good. And I mean the song Peaches, like I was gonna say, Peaches became like it's one of the biggest songs on the Billboard charts. Like how crazy is that? Go Jack Black.
Jack Black, dude. That man could turn
Dude,
anything
what a
into gold.
casting for Bowser. Jack Black as Bowser is like perfect casting. I mean, Chris Pratt as Mario is just ridiculous, but Jack Black as Bowser, I approve.
Much love to Mario and all their woohoos and
Woohoo!
let's go and
Let's go. It's
butt
me,
tickles
Mario.
or whatever. He says butt tickles, right? He says butt tickles.
But
I heard butt tickles. Nintendo 64, I'm pretty sure.
right,
it says
right in
butt
the cockles.
That's right. In the cockle.
Okay. So with that down, the next award is for the best story-driven game. The nominations. That's right. I forgot. I gave it to a guy who was doing a thing. And he should be calling us any second now. There he is. Hold on.
This is Snake. Do you copy? Colonel, I'm here at the Smashies Awards, and I've seemed to misplace the nominations for Best Story-Driven Game.
Snake, you'll find the nominations on the back of the CD case. Duh.
I should have figured. Here we go. The nominations are Sea of Stars, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Hogwarts Legacy. I feel like there's a game missing from here. I just can't place it.
You mean Metal Gear.
Colonel, where's Metal Gear Solid?
Snake!
Wow, man. Hey.
Wow. Was that Solid Snake?
Wow. Man. Dude. That guy, man. What a handsome devil that Solid Snake is, man. God. Well, I'm glad he found.
We all know how much you like his cake, Jake.
Dude, Jake, Cake, Snake. We all just go together.
Jake, Cake, and Snake.
I'm glad he was able to find the nominations with a little help from Colonel. But the winner,
Clutch Colonel. Colonel Clutch.
Colonel Clutch.
Colonel Clutch.
The winner for best story-driven game is. God, man, this is itching again. Marvel's Spider-Man 2.
I'm sorry.
What?
That's very good, very good. Yeah, it's all good.
He had
Never
a
heard of
point,
that
though.
game.
He had a point. Metal Gear, such a great story-driven game. I mean, it could have been a contender, but much love. Spider-Man 2, great
Mr.
story.
Spidey.
Definitely
Absolutely.
made me emotional while playing it the first time. With a
Venom
game
storyline,
that
for sure.
within the first 2 minutes, I was already like, I was in tears because I was like, dude, we're
In the
back at it.
feels.
We're here.
Mm.
Let's go. Great game. Love that game. I'm gonna go play it right after this.
Right after this. Right after this Fortnite ad.
Right after this Fortnite ad. Let's go. More Lego Fortnite coming to you with some rocket racers and battle royale. Don't forget save the world mode and the item shop.
But I just
Money.
wanted to say on Spider-Man 2, I mean, I did a review for it earlier this year, and one of the things I noted and why I'm so happy it won this award is that I think they absolutely nailed the storytelling, just in every aspect. You know, something I said in the spoiler cast, which I really feel like rings so true, is that even the side activities that you could do in the game informed the main story and the themes of the story, like where you had to take Howard's pigeons to like a new home because, you know, Howard knew that he was about to pass away. Like that was like a metaphor, a symbolic representation of like Peter and Miles having to move on to a new place and move on from their grief that they feel losing their loved ones. Little things like that just hammered down the themes and the stuff of the story, and I just think that it's one of the best presentations, one of the best like deliveries of story in a video game that like I've ever seen. I think it's absolutely tremendous, and I'm so stoked that it won this award. Yay, Spidey!
Yay, Spidey. All the thwips headed towards you.
I'd almost be
wins?
ready to argue with the Baldur's Gate 3 at this point because goddamn, the story in Baldur's Gate 3 is fucking crazy, but it did not win. So
It did not win. It's okay. All games are created equally. I'm sure there's such. That's okay. Spider-Man. This is Spider-Man's moment. Okay.
Yeah.
So moving along, we're going to talk about the developer of the year. This is also a category you don't see too often, but we here feel it's a good one to talk about. We want to share who we believe are the developer studios of the year, because there's just some people, some studios out there that just kind of killing it, you know, and we have to acknowledge that. The ones that are, you know, most in our minds have put out some of the best games this year, or they've put out some of the best variety of games. The studios that are nominated have just been either killing it, you know, repeatedly, or they've got some really great standouts, some really cool like first time games, or their like biggest new game, or just killing it with just a bunch of consistency and really cool games throughout the year. So with that said, the nominees for the developer of the year are is the proper term there.
ER.
For the developer of the year are and the developer of the year, by no surprise, is Capcom. You better believe it, ladies and gentlemen, because hell They put
Hell of
out
a
some
year.
amazing content. They have so many good games out this
Yeah.
year, such good variety, and they're just year after year after year, Capcom is crushing it, and we know they've got a lot of big stuff coming for next year. We're all eagerly awaiting the announcements of Devil May Cry. I'm
Yeah.
super, super duper psyched that Dragon's Dogma 2 is happening. We were literally going to record an episode of this show talking about the games we wish were happening. And my choice for that episode was Dragon's Dogma 2. And it got announced, so I couldn't do that episode. So yeah. Now we got a new
Darn
Monster
it.
Hunter. Ooh, yeah, Capcom.
I think it's I think it's important to kind of show some love to the other devs as well.
yeah.
You know, like I wanted to shout out Remedy. I didn't think that they really had a chance to win Dev of the Year, but I just love the story of Alan Wake 2 and how that kind of came to be, because I always forget the guy's name, but like the head of
Sam Lake.
Sam Lake.
Sam Lake,
Thank
the
you.
man with the nice
Sam
suit.
Lake. Yeah. Sam Lake had like I think he had a post or something where he said like, listen guys, I'm really sorry, but the Alan Wake sequel is not going to happen. Like Remedy is just not making enough money. We can't make it happen. And fast forward like 3 years, 4 years, he's on stage at the Game Awards dancing to a song featured in the game and celebrating Alan Wake winning a bunch of awards. And it's so cool to see. Like I love Remedy for making Control as well, and it's so cool to see a dev like that story is really, really cool.
And we know
And,
they're
you know,
doing remakes of Max Payne 1 and 2 as well.
Yeah,
that's big.
Love me some Max Payne. Get that back. I mean, I think we also have to shout out Larian Studios and say that they've done tremendous work with Baldur's Gate 3. So we just have to kind of slip in some honorable mentions there.
Absolutely. And of course, Sabotage Studios with Sea of Stars. Like that's a standout like first game for that studio. And then of course I can't complain about what Nintendo's been doing. Like Nintendo's, they keep beating to their own drum, but somehow they keep nailing it. And like, I'm super happy that Nintendo's keeps, plucking those nostalgia buttons with like the Metroid Prime remaster. We know we're getting the remake of Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. I'm super excited for that. I love that game. Jake, I know we were talking about this recently, how much we enjoy that game.
Great game.
So yeah, like got to give some love to them as well. These are the people who are just like consistently making greatness. So
yeah,
congratulations.
I mean, I think it's nice to talk about all of the studios, because I think, as great as the year has been for gaming in terms of the titles that have been released, it's also been a kind of a shitty year for gaming, considering all the layoffs and things like that have been happening. So I think maybe from everyone here at Screen Smash, we want to just say we love all the devs. We love all of you guys for making all these amazing games that we get to play. And we see you and we appreciate you. And we're really sorry that your industry kind of sucks at the moment.
Yeah, that's a bit volatile.
That's
and give a little love to my little nugget there, Immortals of Avian. I appreciate you.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Keep doing what you're doing.
And now we have ourselves an Editor's Choice Award. Now it's time for our CouchSoup senior editor, Brandy Brown, to give you her personal pick of her favorite game that came out this year. Let's hear it.
Hey, everybody. I'm Brandy. I'm the senior editor for CouchSoup. I'm here to present the award for Editor's Choice Smashy, which goes to Hogwarts Legacy. I say the developers created an amazingly immersive game. The grounds of Hogwarts, the flying, the characters, everybody was just amazing. It made me feel like I was there. It's the first game I've actually 100%ed, so that should tell you how much I loved it. So thanks, Screen Smash, for letting me present this Editor's Choice Smashy. Thanks. Bye.
In light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. A lot to absorb on your first day.
Can't believe I'm here. Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum.
You have much to learn.
You have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you.
We leave our legacy in your hands.
Thank you very much, Brandy, for that wonderful shout out for an underappreciated game like Hogwarts. That game definitely has had a rough year, but only in the rhetoric around it because it sold like crazy. That game did phenomenal. We're definitely going to get a sequel. It's a really fun game. I really appreciate the team that worked on that game. They're doing their best to service a fan base despite the negativity that's going around that. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but it's a great game. It's unfair that the studio has to deal with what happened, and they made a hell of a game.
Yeah.
So
at the end of the day,
props to them.
looking at it as from a standpoint of it's a game, it's awesome. Like I haven't played it, but I've watched my wife play it. It's one of the few games that she doesn't play a whole lot of games, but when she does, like she gets into the one she plays, and she loved that game, and it was pretty cool watching her get all excited and giddy and falling into the world of Harry Potter. And everybody I've ever known who has played it has nothing but good things said about it. So like flowers to you. I mean, the people who made the game, good job.
I think it's important to mention the game because I think it is like a really good game, and I think unfortunately because of, like you were saying, the rhetoric around it and the notoriety around it, I think is probably why it is snubbed of any major awards, and why it's not really talked about as one of the better games of the year, which is unfortunate. And in the kind of political climate we live in, this is going to kind of happen. So I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan, but I can definitely appreciate a very well made game. And unfortunately, politics does get in the way of things like this. But well done to everyone there at Hogwarts.
All right, now it's time for the one you've all been waiting for, the Hidden Gem Award. That's right. We're going to talk about the games that we believe have shown up through the sand like a diamond in the rough.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Insert Aladdin.
Diamonds are forever.
These are games that we believe are some of the better games that you can play this year that you might not have heard of because you don't hear about them as much. They don't get the push. They don't get that massive marketing like other games, especially some of these smaller titles. So here are your nominees of Hidden Gem of the Year. All right, and your Hidden Gem winner is Sea of Stars.
Insert Ian hype.
Yeah, Ian. Right? We need Ian. Not that this game isn't well known, but it's definitely one of the most standouts of the year because it kind of came out of nowhere and it's just killing it from the indie standpoint. But much love to all of the nominees. Again, my guy Immortals of Avian there. And I also wanted to piggyback off of this award with a little bit of an honorable mention. For me, there was another game that I played this year that I think if no one else has ever heard of it, it should be mentioned because it also is a hidden gem, and that's Slay the Princess, a little indie game that you should check out and just give it a wink, give it a peek. Check it out. It's a very interesting game.
Give it a whirl, girl.
Give it a whirl. It's only on PC, but it's very good.
I love Sea of Stars.
And played Chia.
Yeah, every one of these every one of our nominees, you guys should check out. Everyone deserves a look. Give them all a look. Give them a little love.
I just want to say personally, I didn't know what Sea of Stars was originally, and I saw it pop up on Game Pass. And to me, it looked like a mix between an awesome, like a Game Boy Advance game and like a Final Fantasy VII, like original. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So like I loaded it up. I played a few hours into it, and I was like, dude, I haven't beat it because I think Starfield came out and took my attention away. But up until Spider-Man came out, Sea of Stars was probably in the run-in to be my game of the year. And that's crazy for a game that I only put like 5 hours into. It was a very great game. Like I literally felt like I was playing another version of like Final Fantasy VII for the first time again. It was awesome.
I had the same kind of experience. I found it on Game Catalog on PlayStation Plus, and Ian, who's one of our awesome staff members here at CouchSoup, he mentioned it, and he said it was like his game of the year. He loved it so much, and I was like, let me try this out. And I looked at some of the gameplay, and I saw that it was very turn-based and like all the Final Fantasies, like the Pokemon games. And I've been itching for like a nice turn-based like type strategy game, because I've been playing like the Final Fantasy VII remake and games like that, where it's like it's still kind of like a turn-based RPG, but there's not really turn-based mechanics anymore. It's all about like the action and getting into the fight and things like that. So to play this game and have like that real turn-based mechanic was really cool. I also haven't finished it yet, but I need to crack on. It's not exactly a short game, so you need to have the time for it. But yeah, I mean, what a hidden gem! I didn't know about it until Ian mentioned it. So to see it kind of come out of nowhere and be this amazing game is really awesome. So big props to everyone who made the game.
All right, everybody. Before we close out to our final category, we're going to talk about the most anticipated games of everything right now. These are all the games that we personally are incredibly anticipated for. And those games are Wolverine, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Hellblade 2, Fable, Grand Theft Auto 6, Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake, Hollow Knight Silk Song, that one's been on my list forever, Hades 2, and Tekken... catching my throat. Tekken 8. So to kick us
what a
off,
hell of a list, dude.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's
a lot.
That's
lot. Insane.
It's a big list because there's a lot of games that we're very excited for, and like the way it's been for the last couple of years, how many games have we been anticipating because things keep getting pushed back or delayed because of COVID and all that? Like things are just constantly getting shifted around. But now I'm going to go ahead and start us off with my most anticipated game, and it has been my most anticipated game for a long time, is Hellblade 2. I absolutely love Hellblade 1. I've been singing its praises for years. I remember the day that game was announced at the Game Awards in 2020. I was on my move to Texas watching the Game Awards on my phone, and I almost lost my shit when I saw that trailer pop up. I absolutely love Ninja Theory. I love Hellblade, and I'm super excited for what they're coming up with that game. I'm so excited. I hope that game just crushes all of my hopes and anticipations. I don't know, that might be getting them a little too high, but I'm okay with it.
It looks good.
I'm so sad. I'm so sad because I'm so keen for it as well, but it's an Xbox exclusive.
It'll be on PC.
My PC will explode if I try and run it.
Low settings. You can put it on low. It looks incredible though, doesn't it?
It does.
It definitely looks. I haven't played the first one. Danny keep telling me to play the first one.
It's relatively short too. You can beat it in like 10 hours.
But like the two, not demos, but the two trailers they had look great with like the new tech they have and everything. So like, do we think this game's coming in 2024? Like, let's hope,
They
right?
did say summer 2024. They did say 2024.
Did they say summer or did they just say 2024?
Summer.
Okay.
I believe.
Which hemisphere though? Because summer 2024 could be next month.
I'm assuming states, most likely. Like,
it'd be so funny if they're like, yeah, we meant Southern Hemisphere. The game comes out in 2 weeks.
Like, if that shadow dropped on the Xbox, I'd be like,
that'd be so funny. Like January 1st. Hey, so just to let you know, Hellblade 2 is out.
And that's gonna be great though, because that's gonna be what, day one Game Pass as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's awesome, dude. Like I love when like people like me can have that opportunity to dive into a game. Like I don't know anything about it, but it looks really freaking cool.
So good.
So I just
So good.
I'd say one of my most anticipated on this list is Wolverine, because it's made by Insomniac Games, who are doing all the Spider-Man games, and I just freaking like behind Spider-Man. I'd say one of my next favorite heroes would be Wolverine, and for Insomniac Games to be making a Wolverine game is super exciting. Whether this game comes out in 2024, it remains to be seen. I don't think that it will be coming out next year because we've only seen that announcement trailer.
Yeah, it's probably still a ways off.
So I think it's still a long ways off. But I don't know. Crossing fingers, maybe it comes out October, which seems to be Insomniac's release window, September, October. So maybe I don't know. I just want to see the gameplay.
But I have faith. I mean, like, dude, they've been killing it with games like Spider-Man. So like, and like I love games like the older games I did, like Sunset Overdrive. I freaking love that game. And, like,
Sunset Overdrive is so good.
That's a developer. Like I definitely think like I don't have to second guess. Like, should I buy this game by them? It's going to be a fun experience. It's going to be a great game.
In Insomniac, we trust. Ratchet and Clank,
me and Capcom.
So
let me guess what you're saying.
No.
Jake just can't wait for Tekken 8.
No. Tekken 8.
Because it rhymes.
Tekken 8. Waiting for Tekken 8 all day, every day.
Dude, no cap though. Tekken 8 looks freaking awesome. I don't think we're gonna talk about it, but like it looks freaking cool, dude. Anyways, tell us about MGS.
Metal Gear Solid. Enough said. No, other than Metal Gear Solid, I love Metal Gear Solid. Dan loves Metal Gear Solid. This remake, it looks awesome. I can't wait for it. I'm going through the Master Collection right now. I'm still debating if I want to play the third one because I'm like, is it going to be too soon before, or like too in between?
Wouldn't it help you appreciate the remake though?
I don't know. I just don't want to get bored of the remake when it comes out. I want to refamiliarize. Like, I don't want to be like, oh, okay, I know exactly what's going to happen, even though I've already beaten the game a million freaking times.
I'm confused. So there were recently remasters of MGS 1, 2, and 3, right?
Yeah.
And now this is a
they're mostly just
remake
ports than anything. It's a full ground up remake.
So this is a full ground up remake of MGS 3.
Yes.
Yeah. Fair enough.
And it is
now the thing is, are they going to
do the best one? Why have they chosen this one specifically?
I think it's the most user positive game in the series. It's not for me, but a lot of people I know love Snake Eater. Most fans love Snake Eater. But I was going to say it also depends on how they approach a remake, because what I think makes a good remake is adding new twists into the game. The best remakes, in my opinion, of course, are the Capcom remakes of Resident Evil, where they give you a game that feels like the old game, but it's not quite the same. But it's hard to tell, even though there's new bits and new elements. And I think if they pull that off with Metal Gear Solid 3, it'll be a damn good game.
Yeah.
Because it's already a phenomenal game.
At the end of the day, I'm buying 12.
They need to make the ladder twice as long.
Yes. That's it. Oh my god, climb up.
I haven't played this game, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Because the ladder is twice as long, the music is twice as loud, and then it's just like the woman is just like duetting in your ear, like,
I give my life.
Just a quick shout out. Stay tuned to CouchSoup, because there'll be a series very soon of me playing the MGS games for the first time with these two guys.
You might even see a solid Jake show up.
a little solid Jake.
I did want to shout out, other than Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid 2. I'm kidding. I did want to shout out as well, Fable. Whenever that decides it wants to show back up,
I concur. Fable is my Wolverine on this list. Like, I just want to see more. I just want to see something.
Love it.
I remember years ago playing, I think it was Fable 3 or Fable 2 maybe, on the Xbox 360, and just freaking loving it, dude. So like I would say I'm definitely on the hype train there. It's an Xbox exclusive, so I won't be able to play it.
Not with that attitude. We're gonna get you an Xbox.
Not with that attitude.
We're gonna get you an Xbox.
We're gonna get
a check in the mail from CouchSoup saying thank you. Here's your Xbox.
All my hard work.
Just take that Fable disc and shove it in your PlayStation. Like, you're gonna work.
You're gonna play this damn game.
Just do it. Don't let your dreams
Just
be
do
dreams.
it.
Do it. Do it. Just do it.
But I love the goofiness. I love the co-op in the game. Just dude, I have so many memories of Fable, and it has been way too long since I've touched a Fable game. And I'm excited. I'm excited to get back into it.
I also think Playground Games is the best studio that could possibly take this game franchise on, because obviously Lionhead Studios doesn't exist anymore, and if somebody was going to do it, it's got to be Playground. I think that's the most I've ever been like, yes, when I heard about a new studio working on an old franchise, that it's like, yes, this is the team to do this.
Yes, you can.
I just remembered one. We don't actually have this on the list, but I've just remembered another game I'm really anticipated for. Talking about like old classic games that are getting a remake, I'm really excited to see the Silent Hill 2 remake.
Very
which,
true.
Potentially coming out next year. I am, because I think that's probably the best Silent Hill game. I am very excited for that. And talking about how like it feels the same, but they've got some new twists and things like that. I'm super excited to see if they keep specific twists redacted the same. So yeah, we'll wait to see. But that's something to anticipate as well.
Yep.
I thought Nick, you were gonna say Half-Life 3.
You had to bring it up again.
I'm still anticipating.
Nick's gonna just rage.
It's fine.
Dan
Dan and I are still anticipating Metal Gear Solid 4.
It's all. Yeah, we need a
That's
four. Here 4.
Oh, wasn't there a 4?
Please.
There was a 4.
There's a 5.
There's a 5.
Yeah.
All right. Before we get on to a big tangent about it, short story. Metal Gear Solid 4 is locked on the PS3.
Yeah.
It has been there for 10 plus years. Great game. Hopefully it's on the Master Collection Volume 2, because I mean they're not going to name it Volume 1 if there's not going to be a Volume 2, but it's Konami. They like skateboards. I don't know. What we got next? Let's go.
Volume 2 is just gonna be like Metal Gear 5 and Plinko.
No. You're just gonna add it to the original 3. Oh no, don't do that to me. And the saddest moment, Smashy goes to Jake.
All right. So before the moment you've all been waiting for, we have a special message from the Master Soup Man himself, King of Couch Soup, Drew Lewis. Give it to us.
Who's
Drew.
that?
Hey, Screen Smash and Smashy winners. Congratulations, everybody. All the games, all the developers, everybody, all the hard work they've done. I know the CouchSoup Smashy, Screen Smash Smashy is the award of the year. I mean, there's the Game Awards, there's BAFTAs, but like none of that matters. It's CouchSoup. That's the award you want. Real gamers giving you the deets, the dizzle, the something. Beep. I don't know. Cut that. That was garbage. Anyway, congratulations. We're looking forward to everything that's coming next year. All the amazing games. Can't wait to play them all. And we'll be here covering it all on CouchSoup. Can't wait, guys. Good job.
Thank you so much, Drew, for sharing with us, and thank you everyone out there in our world of CouchSoup, supporting us, supporting this community. Please stick around. We've got a lot more great awesomeness in store that we're working on, and yeah, just please love and thank you for all the support that everyone's been giving us.
We love you guys.
All right.
I think we can end the show there. I think we're good. Hey,
We're good.
Yeah, that was it.
Right? That's it.
That was
That's
it. They got the game of the year from Drew.
Yeah,
All right.
I think we're good. All right. See you guys.
Musical guest.
Introducing Sam Blake.
Dan the man. He's jamming on his piano.
I like how Jake's turning into every time Jake turns into like a rock version of Randy Newman.
Oh my God. Where's the bug? Little bug. Hardly there.
You can stop your whining and crying. We know this is what you all been waiting for because you have nothing else to do with your lives. Here comes the CouchSoup Screen Smash Smashy Award for Game of the Year. And the nominees are
It has to be different.
Entertainment.
We gotta keep moving forward. Together.
Thanks.
How do you run from an idea? From a story that lives in your head? I need to escape this nightmare.
I brought you the Heart Witch. Show me the terror.
I saved you. And I'm here to save you again. The infected hear the voice of the Absolute and believe it to be a god.
It threatens all who live. It threatens the gods.
How would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards?
Together, we might survive.
I'll enjoy watching you try.
I know why I am here. It's something only I can do.
Do not look away. You witness a king's revival.
Okay, let's go!
But you are not alone. Link. You are our final hope.
So, the coveted Smashy Game of the Year goes to Baldur's Gate.
What?
We absolutely. This is actually a surprise because in our votes and our numbers,
It was close, y'all.
It was
very
really close. It was actually
It was very
Spider-Man for the longest time, and then Baldur's Gate just snuck in there like the little sneaky
little
rogue
RPG
and
that
just
it is.
stabbed
That is
Spider-Man
not-
in the back.
It's not
That's
very-
mine.
It's not very PG of them, is it?
Little stabby.
It rolled a nat 20.
Oh, it did.
I'll see myself out.
All right, bye, Nick.
That's it, folks.
Encore.
Do the montage again. We need the montage.
Oh, these games again. What I just said.
But very, very, very excellent job. There is so many amazing games that came out this year. It's insane to have to pick one of all of these games. Big shout out to all of the nominees: Spider-Man, Resident Evil, Sea of Stars, Alan Wake, and Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. There's so many other games that could be on this list, that should be on this list, but you just gotta pick one. You know, when you gotta pick something.
That is the greatest thing. We have that many games. We had to put 6 in instead of 5. We couldn't decide.
Yeah.
That is a great year of gaming.
Yeah, and I want to go as far as saying that for the last few months, like we started doing our Game of the Year watch back in the summer, and I was saying back then that I wanted to do a Games of the Year because it's like it's gonna be insane to pick one because there's so many great games. And the amount of factors that go into choosing these games, and to reiterate that the Smashies are completely user voted by contributors and fans of the show. These are not controlled by anyone outside of that. You can be a part of the voting maybe next year if you sign up and
Maybe.
become a member over at couchsoup.com, and you can tell us who you want to win.
And then you can hear a cool musical number again.
By Jake.
By me.
Yeah. we can do those private too by request.
But I'm on Cameo now.
That's a perk of being a CouchSoup member. You can request.
$20 to shut up. Okay.
We're gonna have a whole episode of just Jake can't talk because somebody paid $20.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
just be holding clients.
You just
Wile E. Coyote style?
Yeah, right.
I know sign language, dog.
Wile E. Coyote.
Party. Let's party.
Oh, yeah. Just I'm gonna shout it out again. Like it was such an incredible year for games, and oh my god, like I'm ready for a break next year so I can finish playing all the games that have come out this year.
Dude,
We
keep
need
that
more time.
coming. I hate that I have a backlog, but keep it coming.
Keep them coming.
Dude.
To see in terms of like game of the year, to like see games like Starfield not even like get nominated because that's how many good games there were. Games like I would even say Street Fighter 6 at an outside shot of being like a game of the year nominee. There's so many great games that just came out, and it's like Dan, like you were saying, like you'd like to sort of give it to multiple games just to really shout everybody out. But yeah, it was tough to narrow those nominees down. So fair play and big ups and dabs and props to everyone who made games this year because it was a belter.
Yeah,
It was great.
and I want to reiterate on the fact that Starfield got completely pushed out of all the running this year because like Starfield is an incredible game. Like we kind of gave it a 9 across the board when we did our spoiler review for it. Like Jake and I both have spent dozens of hours in the game each. It's really good, but there's just somehow it managed to just get pushed down by even things like
any other year that's getting a lot of nominations.
Yeah. I mean,
if this was any other year in the past 5 years, I mean, it would have been definitely Game of the Year contender.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So I think, in my honest opinion, this is one of the best years in gaming since like 2011. In my opinion, it's been a hot minute since this many great games came out.
Absolutely.
Well, hopefully, the trend stays good and continues in a way that I want to keep getting great games, but I would like a few less each year. A few less.
Just give us time.
Just give me some space in between some of these. Yeah. But just thank you all for joining us this evening for the first initial.
The inaugural.
That's the word. Inaugural.
The inaugural.
Screen Smashies, which started as a joke, but now it's a thing.
That's how most of our stuff happens.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's
Really
our creative process, just to let you in.
Great things happen out of
Pull the
stupid
curtain
ideas.
away.
It all started as a stupid idea once upon a time.
Great things happen out of stupid ideas. That is a quote from Oppenheimer.
So, to close us out for 2023, please and thank you, go over to couchsoup.com and check out some of the amazing work over there, all the amazing articles, pieces, reviews, game reviews, videos, more amazing podcasts, more amazing shows. We got a lot more in store and coming. We're revamping everything for the website and memberships. We have a big plans for 2024. And just thank you, everybody, for being here with us to close out the year. Yeah.
We will see you next year.
At a loss for words beyond that. Just a lot of thanks. And keep helping support CouchSoup and the independent creators who help make CouchSoup what it is. And we'll see you all in 2024 to keep feeding that hungry nerd soul.